Hello to everybody who's already been watching me stream for the last 10 minutes. Just finished a game of Minesweeper, and we are here for Wall Dog. It is time for Wall Dog. And everybody knows what Wall Dog is. I don't need to explain it. We've all experienced Wall Dog. So let's get into it. Simple as that. I'm going to go ahead and restart the music just a little bit, and then we're set. So, I have a very clear vision for what we're doing today, but to counteract that, I am very tired. I'm really starting to feel the daily streaming. It's starting to get pretty rough. So, I'm going to do my best not to lose my mind today. There's no up dogs. Apparently not. Isn't that strange, right? Greemall is going to suggest that we take a hydrate. Thank you very much for Greemall. Greemall, is that how you pronounce your name, by the way? Am I saying it right? Alright, so we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a base here. I'm going to probably bevel this edge slightly. Good pronunciation? Perfect. You want me to drink again? Always. Never stop drinking. Okay, so. If it's water, then yes. I got bonked by collision. What else is new? Greemall, I don't know if you care to give us any insight, but I feel like you're one of the more mysterious members of chat. What's your story, Greemall? What makes you you? What's a Greemall? Water, you know. I don't know how it works, but now I'm playing it. You got it. I'm gonna leave you to discover it on your own. It's a quest that you have to satisfy on your own for sure. So I'm doing something very specific with this build. I don't want to give it away right away, but we'll get there. Do you know what bonk means in British slang? I mean, based on what you just said, I'm gonna guess that it means something a little on the sexual end of the spectrum. Look at that. Beautiful amiibo base. Beautiful little amiibo base. Yeah, I would assume sexuality is involved with a bonk. Which is cool for me. Google it? I'm not going to Google it. At least not right now. That's going to be that. 1, 2, 3. This will work. Alright, so that's that. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. 0 to 100. This went from 0 to 100, real ducking fast. Okay, I will add that. You got it. Yeah, I mean, I hate to be like a cynic. I hate to be the guy who just is like an old man about things. But like half of every slang word is either drugs or sexual words, right? Like nearly everything in is just sexual at this point, which is fine. I mean, it's cool. I'm not upset about it. It's the same thing as hit, as in I would hit that. I would bonk that. Honestly. Had to do it to him. Alright. Hey folks, you got yourself a this. There you go. We got Pyro's vision of the world now broadcast. Okay, we're back. Hello, Simo, also. Good to have you. Alright, let's make a little bit of a wall dog. Wall dog is definitely what I'm here for right now. I've been living for wall dog. I've been thinking about wall dog all week. This is not my vision. It's definitely your vision. Gree is just common green, because, yeah, green and ecology. Then mole, because the star-nosed mole is my fave. And also, I really like the mole from Atlantis. I like all that. Green mole, what do you do? What sort of age group do you fit into? You don't have to give your age, but, like, where are you in life? What are you up to in life? Atlantis? Oh, you know Atlantis. Yeah, we found it. It was in the Gulf of Mexico the whole time. We all knew it to be true, but finally they confirmed it. It's in Atlantis. Okay, I'm gonna try this. If not, I screwed myself. I'm in uni near the end? That's good to hear. I hope you're having a good time of it. Okay, so what we want is a bevel. I did a 5 bevel before, so I'm going to do a 5 bevel now, and we're going to get it real nice and distinct, which I think it's not going to let me because I have some overlap here, which is a real shame. Right there. You're the problem. Manamo Sweeper is hard. For sure it is. It's kind of the point. You know what? Instead of this, let's do a subdivision surface. Yikes. Okay. I'm gonna make this not a bad looking thing. Okay, so we should have a pretty flat looking surface here. We're gonna get all of these little edges right here. Get all of that and bring it pretty smooth. So I'm gonna smooth out. Whoa, what on earth? You can zoom the UI? Hold on, this is news to me. I've never done that before. There's a first time for everything, that is for sure. Also, I'm realizing I actually hate the way this works. So, tell you what, we're doing something new. I'm gonna actually listen to Simo for once in my life. Whoa, my voice. I'm gonna actually listen to Simo. I know, what else? What else could happen today? How weird could the stream get? I'm listening to Simo, I'm playing Minesweeper at the beginning. What is going on? Okay, so, I have a little bevel there. That's my little amiibo base. We're done. I'm going to do the thing that I never do, and it's going to be using connective objects. I don't like doing this, but I will willingly do it. Also, I need to put socks on. I'm getting cold. No feet pics for anybody today, though. Sorry. I know we're all craving it, but you don't get to see my feet today. I kind of want to steal... Okay, so Ratlord, anybody who's unaware of Ratlord's a friend of the channel. We raid them very often. We love Ratlord. Ratlord's a chaotic mess of a streamer that is just great to watch. And Ratlord has a goal for channel points, which is like 1 million channel points, like something completely unreasonable, and it's feet pics. And I'm like, am I just gonna steal that? Am I just gonna take that idea and be like, it's mine now? Because I really want to. Like, that's such a funny idea. I have in the past definitely just taken things from other streamers. I think that's kind of how you have to do it to some degree. But it doesn't feel great when you do it. So, I don't know. Simo's got the points. I have a 5 out of 5 on WikiFeet. How? How do you have a 5 out of 5 on WikiFeet? Okay, so the 5 really doesn't make a difference because I've got beautiful feetsies. I'm going to go ahead and ruin everyone's perspective of feet. I'm pretty sure my feet are either a 5 out of 5 or a 0 out of 5. It depends how you look at them. If you like hairy Sasquatch feet, we're there. Pyro, you don't like feet talk? Pyro, I kind of thought this would be up your alley. If I had to guess what Pyro is into, I would say feet is pretty high on the list. Okay, that looks good enough for my purposes. Not my thing. It's gotta be someone's thing. It's gotta be someone's thing. Okay, so we got ourselves a little amiibo here. Actually, I want this thing to be taller. Quite a bit taller. We're doing Wall Dog. You're doing Wall Dog, you do Wall Dog big. Oh, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Do you think I'm that kind of monster? Yeah. Correct. I don't know about feet, it's just feet. I mean, you can say that about literally anything. Adults be weird, man. Peeps find anything and everything to get weirded out about. Feet are so divisive as well. People either like feet. I guess people also feel neutral about feet. Never mind. I'm going to take my next statement back. I retract my previous statement. Okay, so this is a wall. What is Wall Dog? Oh, you are about to find out. When using separate meshes, you can join them in a one object and use the bevel node in the material. It works only on cycles, but it can be baked into a normal map. Hold on, you just said like 3 different things. When using separate meshes, you can join them in a one object. In a one object. I'm not going to do that. The reason why I'm not doing that is because I really want a specific model for this. I'm doing something hyper specific today. Then it kind of looks like it's just one object because of the bevel. You got it. But I'm not doing that. I have a different plan for the day. Also, if you don't know what Wall Dog is, you're welcome. Today's your day. Today's your day to get some Wall Dog. Also, I realized that I need to apply the bevel first. We're going to be doing a lot of weird order of operations today because I'm working on something very specific. So, my apologies if this gets a little weird for a while. I'm neutron feet, but toe beans and pink paws, oh man. Alright, so Junie is a furry, confirmed. Folks, we got him. Okay, let's apply some scale. Let's pull this guy down. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this guy off. This is where I use the Peepo run emote. Yeah, you really don't know? I'm being intentionally misleading. You're good, Collision. I don't think anybody knows what Wall Dog is. Wall Dog is something I made up. I think I just want to do some Sudoku. Do some Sudoku. No one's going to stop you from doing some Sudoku. Okay, I think I've goofed myself just a little bit. I think I done goofed it up. How am I going to fix this? Google seems to think that a Wall Dog is a kind of screw. That's what I'm making. I'm making a screw. You know what? I'm gonna keep going weirder and weirder. We're gonna do this as weird as possible, and I have an end result that I'm going for, but we're just gonna go real weird. Everyone's curiosity about Wall Dog will be satisfied eventually. But you'll have to be patient. Okay, so that is going to be that, and we're going to copy the modifier for you. Why is it not? Oh, because I applied the modifier. Duh. Duh, duh, duh. Okay, you know what? It was 5. We apply scale, and we go 0.5. Okay, there we go. That's a little brick. I might even take the brick and bring it down one. Yeah, this music is ultra nostalgic. Okay, boom. Here's how we're gonna do this. What's it from again? This is from this is from that good old game called Dark Cloud. That good old classic name, Dark Cloud. We all know the one. I'm gonna apply the bevel. We're gonna take an array. We're gonna go -1 because somehow I messed it up. And we'll do 2, and we'll go. Okay, so that is my bricks. This is gonna get out of control. You know what? Better yet, let me go ahead and take this, and we're gonna add another array to it just so we can keep it really consistent. And this one's gonna be Z. 1.2 as well. No, 1.5 is fine with a 0. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Make sure the spacing looks good enough for my purposes. That looks all right. Okay, so now the question is, am I replacing it? It's a brick? Yeah, these are bricks. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Don't get ahead of me. We're still working on this. Don't you worry. This will all work out in just a moment. Let's not freak out. I understand that bricks are not straight objects like this. Before everyone loses their mind. I'm aware. We're not there yet. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call this guy wall just for the time being, and this is bricks. Bricks 7Y, all that's good. Okay, cool. Hit apply, hit apply. I'm also doing a little bit of a new art style, which I'm hoping will work out. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to separate by loose parts. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to grab, hello, not what I wanted. I'm going to grab all of these, reverse, all of these. And it should just slide, if I am correct. Let's do groups of 3, actually, now that I'm looking at this. I think groups of 3 is going to be a little bit more compelling for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 up. Okay, and now we're going to start on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I scoot them over a little bit. Just like that. And now we go back to the original side, and now we're gonna grab you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do the exact same thing over here. This is kind of hard to look at. Okay, that's going to be my brick texture. So now, all we got to do is come into here. Oh, what? One of them didn't work. Why didn't that take? We'll move you as well. I don't know why that would be the case, but we're just going to move you and see what happens. Hold on. My brain's not loving what I'm looking at right now. So I tell you what, we're going to do something very simple. We're just going to join these guys together in groups. That way I can very easily move all of them, and then we'll remove those groups in just a moment. Is this the most efficient way that I could be doing this? I think this is not that bad for efficiency, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, it looks silly, but I'm, like, thinking as fast as I can, because I could sit and pull up a whiteboard behind me and, like, try and figure out how to do this more efficiently. But I'm just going. And just going, this is the best way I can think to do this. Unless there was some sort of offset on the array that I missed. This feels good. This feels fine. Okay, so one side is going to go in groups of 3. Yep, you. And we're just going to scoot you over. Just like that. Now we can grab this group of 3, and we're going to just scooch you over. Just like that. Perfect. Now we do the other side. Groups of 3. Let's do it like that. And you two. Perfect. Now I can grab all my bricks, and we're going to go into edit. We're going to grab them all. We're going to separate by loose parts again. I'm going to delete a bunch of these guys. Anybody that's just floating off the side, goodbye, you lose. Good day, sir. Did you know if you drop your car keys into the Marianas Trench, it'll take 4 hours to sink to the bottom? I sort of love that. Those are good facts. Does it still have the bevel modifier? It does not. I should have used the bevel last. Oh, we goofed it. We did indeed goof it just a little bit. I didn't think about the bevel modifier. Okay, well, you know what? All's well. All's well that ends well. Okay, so we're going to start by pulling some of these guys in. There's a rationality to this, I promise. I hear Sonic jumping and charging noises every time I hear this song. Ready is the sound that you always hear when you're playing this game. Every time you charge up the light dash. Do 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 do. Okay, that's a pretty good looking brick texture if you ask me. I'm gonna play with this just a little bit more, but honestly, that's pretty nice looking. We're gonna do the exact same thing over here. Not what I want to do. I just want to do a little bit of this. All right, we are here. All right. We got bricks. We got a few bricks in here. Now, how we're actually going to make this work is we're going to delete a few of these guys. We're going to grab you. Oh, it's all coming together. I can see it now. Mr. Wall Dog is going to be the one today. Okay, so we got just a couple of guys going all over the place. So I'm going to grab just a few of these and play with some scale. So here's how we're doing this. There's always people just making noise outside my window. I don't know why. It's always just a bunch of noise going on. It's very weird. Very concerning. Okay, that should look pretty good. Definitely gives it a bit of a vibe. I might do a little bit more to it later, but that's, I think, how we want that to look. We'll play with it. Next is over here. And these two clearly have to be destroyed, and this one will get moved, and the bottom one will not. The wall is cute? Well, thank you. I think there's a lot of people scratching their heads right now. I might be one of them. But it's gonna work, I promise. I have a pretty good vision for this one, unlike the majority of everything I've ever made in my life. Thank you for the hydrate. Give me one moment. I just have to pay attention to this. I have to really think about what I'm doing here. I think that's going to be the look right there. Yep, okay, you know what? That's pretty good. Let me look orthographic. We have a very clear hole going through this thing. I might go ahead and push you as well, just a little bit. I mean, that's a lot of it, but I'll take a lot of it over a little bit. Okay, boom. Now comes the wall dog. Okay, little wall dog. Let's do it. So, we got all of our bricks. I might even take the bricks and just contain them into each other for the time being. We can always, like, unjoin them later. But for the time being, I want to make it kind of interesting. I'm also thinking I might want to pop one of these little guys right there. I don't love that space right there. But we can do all of that a million times over. I'm not that worried about it. Wall dog. Okay, here comes the moment that I've been dreading. Here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to add myself a cylinder. 64. I'm going to start with a 24. We're going to have to subdivide it later. But for the time being, we're just going to keep it really small and simple. right, I present to you Wall Dog. This is going to be our little Wall Dog right here. He's just going to be a dude. He's just a dude. Yeah, it's not going to be a sheep necessarily. I don't know exactly what kind of dog it's going to be. I have a vision in my mind for what it looks like, and I'm just going to go off of that. But yeah, it's a dog stuck in a wall. A very simple little noodly dog stuck in a wall. That's all this is. Right now, it looks like a hot dog. I hate to break it to you. It's going to keep looking like a hot dog. Okay, so let's play... Yeah, let's play here. I kind of wanted to change up a little bit of my my design workflow. So this was sort of one of the things that I landed on. When I was thinking about, like, what do I want my style to be, I fell on this. This is where we are right now. You know, I went off of a prompt for Inktober. I mean, ultimately that's why we're doing this. But I got really into the idea of this character. Also, I realized I should not do it this way. I like Wall Dog. I'm big on Wall Dog. I have a cool idea for how I want Wall Dog to turn out. I have pretty high hopes for the end result. If it doesn't work out on stream, I think I'm going to keep working on it in my spare time. I like this guy. This guy's cool. Put some ketchup and mustard on that good boy? I don't know about that. Now, I don't know about that one. Okay, so we're going to get really weirdly technical with this, because I want this to have kind of a simple look to it, but I think the simple look's going to require some extra doing. Okay, that will do just fine. That'll do just fine. Okay, perfect. Let's apply a little bit of scale. We're going to go ahead and throw on some of these bad boys. All right, so ideally what I want to be doing is posing this guy. Should I build a rig and pose him naturally? Yes, I should. Am I going to? No, I'm not. Because I'm lazy. Frog song? Just a little frog song. There we go. He's got a little bit of a curve to him. That was definitely the goal. Look at that little curve. Okay. That's pretty good looking. Now I gotta figure out what a dog's head looks like. And do I want to sculpt this? Because I didn't think I wanted to sculpt this, but now that I'm looking at it, I think I might want to sculpt this. Are we gonna sculpt the dog? That seems like such a bad idea. How am I gonna make really tight... I don't think I want to sculpt the dog. I think I'm not going to sculpt the dog. Let's not sculpt the dog. Not yet. Not yet, at least. We're going to just build out from here. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a cylinder. Make it small. Maybe I will have to sculpt it. Maybe I'll sculpt just the face and attach it. That scares me. That sounds like a scary idea. Okay, so we're going to follow normals a little bit. So, this is going to be just one of the weirder things I've ever made, for sure. So let's all just bear witness to what is going to eventually just be like a monstrosity at the end of all of this. Should I be using a curve? I probably should, right? Yes, let's do a curve. Dog paws. They have a very specific look to them. Okay, so I think what we want to do is add a curve. Even if the curve isn't realistic, I think I don't care that much. So we have a curve. We're going to go ahead and pop on a little bit of geometry to this guy. I'm going to give him like a ton of resolution, like 36. Let's get this guy hyper smooth. And now we're going to pop him up by negative 90 degrees. Whoa, hello? Negative 90. Get him small, apply scale. Why is it small again? Here's the general idea. We're gonna pop this guy into the dog. And now we edit. And it's gonna be just so easy. It's gonna be the easiest thing ever. We're not gonna stress it at all. Oh, we're still on normal. No wonder it was giving us trouble. GY. Okay, so we're going to make this guy just the goofiest looking dog you've ever seen. Because why wouldn't I do that? This is going to be just an absolute goof of a man. Do I want to give him toe beans? At some point, I think I might want to give him some toe beans, but that might be overkill. Okay, let's copy this. Let's go ahead and grab this object and mirror it on the Y. It's not what I wanted. We're going to mirror him on the X. Give the man some toe beans. I don't know yet. Toe beans might not be on the menu. We may be working on some toe beans later. Okay, so we are doing a really dramatic look here. I should also turn these a little bit. That would be probably in my best interest to do a little bit of articulation on these guys. Cool. Okay, so that's the front legs done. They're going to turn out, I promise. Let's go ahead and mirror that on the Y. And now we're going to do the back. And the back leg is good because it's going to be looking very specific. The back leg is a lot easier than the front leg. So the back leg is going to look like this. What? Why would that affect... That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay, sure. There we go. There's his little back leg. Pushing him, trying to get him out. Make sure it stays in. And for the time being, I am just going to pop that on over here. So let's go ahead and add, copy paste, object, mirror along the x-axis, pop him on over here. There we go. That's him trying to get out. So now we just got to build him out. What we want at the end of the day is a very smooth looking dog. Nothing else super matters. We want a very smooth looking dog. I do want to pop a little tail up on this guy, but I think we might wait on the tail. Now that we're here, I think I'm okay to do the dog. So let's call this Wall Dog Backup. And this will be Wall Dog. I'm going to get rid of the backup. Now we got ourselves front foot, back foot, which I should call foot back, by the way. Foot back. Bricks. Okay, let's do it. So we can go ahead and hide the feet, and now we just have the dog and the wall. Let's get him going. So we just want to make ourselves a nice, smooth boy. I'm going to get pretty high density on this guy. As long as my computer can handle it and we don't drop 1,000 frames, which we've already dropped 100 for some reason. What is going on with my internet lately? We should be good. Wall Dog should be in business. So this is where I should be working on my curves and stuff as well, but we'll get to that part in just a second. The big thing for me is I gotta just do a dog. That's not a great use of my words, but you all know what I mean, so too bad. What does a dog's face look like? They have like a spear for a face. Dog faces go forward. Yep, these are words. These are all words that make sense. We're all in agreement. What I'm saying makes perfect sense. Bicycle seat head? Yeah. That's what Helga called Hey Arnold, right? Bicycle seat head. Okay, let's build a head out of this boy. Should I be looking at a picture of a dog? I should. And you know what? Off the top of my head, the one that makes the most sense to me, I'm going to search cartoon dog real quick. But I have a feeling I know exactly which one I want to use. What on earth is all this? Why do you get this when you search cartoon dog? What on earth is this boy? He's haunting. Man, the internet's a crazy place. You think we're going to survive another 100 years? You think we stand a chance? I don't know. I'm going to say this is fine is what I want. Yeah, I want this boy. I'm not going to do this exactly, but that's kind of the energy I'm going for. He's a little too stout for my interests, but he'll do. Okay, so let's go back to this. Let's pop on this. The perspective is way off. This is going to be kind of hard to work with. Thank you for the stretch. Actually, this helps a lot. I immediately see what I should be doing. We're going to pop up. It's going to come together in the end. I know it will. I trust my abilities. We're going to give him just a nice big old schnoz. It already kind of looks like a dog. Already kind of has that whole dog thing going on for it. We just want to, like, execute. The goal is just to, like, make it, like, perfect. What's the dog doing? Now, the goal is to make him cartoony. That's, like, the part that I'm going to struggle with a lot. My style is definitely not cartoony, so trying to make something cartoony is going to take a bit of effort on my part. But I will do it. By God, I will do it. Like, that's already a pretty good looking dog. Say what you will. That's not a bad looking dog. It looks a little bit like a crocodile, which I'm into. Being a Floridian and all that, I kind of do love me a crocodile. Am I just going to stick floppy little ears on this bad boy? You bet I am. Also, I need to give him a mouth. I didn't think about that part. If I just teeter him a weird little mouth here, who's going to be upset, right? No, he's got to have a big old open mouth. Of course he does. He's a crazy dog. Of course he has a big giant open mouth. Let's get this picture out of here. Get out of here. Yup. Also, now that I'm doing all these sculpts, I'm going to up my resolution even more. Here's everyone's favorite scary song. Here's chat's least favorite song. I like this song. I also like this song. Hence why I have it on my playlist. But it's not very liked in chat, which I understand. I get it. It's a little chaotic. There's another song from this game that is super nuts. Hey, what's up, Tablet Genius? I'm kind of making an eldritch horror that's supposed to be a cute little cartoon animal. But we're getting there. I guess a big part of this okay, so we're going to try and articulate the mouth as good as we can. Have I signed up for more than what my brain was ready for? I don't know. I think what makes a dog is that the snout is bigger than the rest of the face. Oh no! This is getting worse by the moment. He's looking weirder by the moment. I forgot you never really owned a dog. I have never really owned a dog. This is correct. He looks like a Dr. Seuss character. Oh no. It's getting out of control. Oh no. I have to execute on this. Like, I refuse to not let this be perfect. This is what I'm doing all day. This is my all day goal. This is the rest of my day. Regardless of how it turns out, this is the rest of my day. He looks like a wiggler. He does look like a wiggler. You know what? Hold on. I have a very realistic art style. Let's make something realistic. And then I'm going to tune it down to be cartoony afterwards. Is 100% how we should be doing this. I was getting a little ahead of myself, but I think I understand. I have a picture of a wiener dog. Give me one moment. He looks like a weird platypus. He definitely does. I'm not the best 3D modeler in the world. I'm not the best artist in the world. I'm not the best anything in the world. But I'm a fighter. And I'm going to make this work. Am I going to make it work during stream? I don't know. But I am going to make it work. This guy's going to work. Okay, wiener dog. His schnoz comes down and has a little boop on the end of it. So here's what we're doing. Grab you. We're going to make you work. We're going to make you work. We have a wiener dog? Well, this is your area of expertise now. We're doing this. Already better. And all I really want is the tongue sticking out. I'm going to make Ahagayo faces all stream. I'm sorry to anybody who hates it. I'm sorry to everyone who likes it. It ain't about that. We just got to think about how tongues work as I punch my mic. I think I might let the nose sit. They have a really prominent ridge right here. Yeah, something like that. We will support you. Tablet genius. I don't know what I deserve. Or I don't know what I did to deserve such kindness, but I appreciate it. It is very needed in these trying times. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say screw the... I'm going to say screw the breaking of the mouth. The mouth is going to stay pretty symmetrical here. We're going to give them little jowls. The jowls are going to be the big thing. Now, how do we take this and make it cartoony? I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I'm not going to worry about that right now. The goal is to make something first. Oh, I see a way to do this. Now you can make his stubby little legs dangle instead of on the ground. I cannot do that for the very specific reason of what I'm working on. His legs will be forced to touch the ground because of how I'm doing this. But it is a cool idea. I do like that idea. Okay, his little jowls. Okay, let's give him a little necky. Okay, the head pops up a little bit faster than that. Hey. What's up, Rat Lord? I was talking about you earlier. Ba 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 da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba do ba da ba da ba da ba do. Have we lost our mind? Wow, the rhythm. Can you tell I'm a musician? Can you tell I've done music for about 20 years? Okay. The more I do this, the more the vision gets weirder in my mind. But dare I say, this actually looks pretty usable. I somehow did it. Okay, so that's like a realistic dog. That's pretty real looking to me. Now I want to make it cartoony. Now the job is to make it a big old cartoon. Because it looks too weird and scary now. So, let's take this. Right, that's our dog. I'm going to call this Wall Dog Realistic. I'm not claiming it's 100% realistic. It's just a little bit realistic. Now we get rid of you, and we do Wall Dog. Let's make the cartoony Wall Dog. And I'm going to go ahead and just close you off because I can look at what I'm doing now. I think this is going to be a big part of the cartooniness, is this ridge right here. You don't have a lot of sharp angles with cartoons, is what it is what it really comes down to. So we want something a little bit more cartoony. That actually looks good. He looks like a French bulldog. Okay, that looks pretty good. Did we do it? What? How did I do that? Is that good? Is he good? I think he's good. Dare I say, I think that's good. Is he cartoony enough? I don't know if he's cartoony enough. Let's put some stuff on him first. Let's give him some featies. So first thing I'm going to do is pop him on a UV sphere, and the sphere is going to be like mega density, like 36 by 36. Have we done it? Have we actually done it? There is no way we just did this. There's no way we just did this. Like, there ain't no way we just did this. Did I just make a cartoon dog? What on earth? What is 3D modeling, man? There is no way we just did that. This is blowing my mind. Okay. All right. All right. Chill. Calm down. Calm down. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. How did I make this one work? The world may never know. The world may never know. I hate using icospheres, but I really don't care about geometry on all of this, so we're going to go ahead and stick with an icosphere. Am I going to do a 5? We're going to do a 5 because we're crazy. You think I care about polygons? I don't care about polygons. Some of you might be saying, why don't you care more about polygons? Not today. Today ain't the day for that. Okay, let's go ahead and push this bad boy's eye in. I'm gonna go ahead and give him just a little bit of a turn and a twist. I kind of can't believe we're looking at this. Do we really have ourselves a wall dog? How much time have I spent? I spent an hour. Okay. I thought I was going to look at the clock and it was going to be like 10 minutes have passed. You know what? This makes more sense. I have worked for this. Let's go ahead and throw a mirror on here with the wall dog. There's no way I just pulled this guy off. There's no way he looks like this. He looks so good. Oh, he looks so good. Oh, he's beautiful. Look at that. Get rid of that little ridge so we can just sit nice and pretty on here. Why is this working? Why is this boy working? Now the feet are going to require a little bit more effort for sure. The feet are weird to say the least. But like, this is great. I could not be more pleased with what I'm looking at here. Okay, let's go ahead and pop out the tongue, which is going to be a weird one. I think I want to use a cube. This is going to get weird fast. Okay, we got ourselves a little tongue. I'm going to go ahead and throw on a subdivision of 3. We're going to go ahead and build out the back of this like that. I'm going to go ahead and cut the tongue down the middle. No. Looks better? It looks a lot better. I'm like kind of freaking out that I did this. I sort of can't believe this worked. When I said I was going to make a wall dog today, I had about 100 moments where I was like, this is going to be easy, this is going to be hard, this is going to be easy, this is going to be hard. And eventually I landed on, it's going to be pretty hard. And now I'm thinking it was pretty hard, but I can't be that mad at what we have. Okay, that is our tongue. Let's go ahead and grab that so we don't have any weird cross-sectional stuff going on. We'll go ahead and flatten it because dog tongues are always kind of weird and flat. They're like this. They have a little hook on the end of them. You know, dog tongues with their hooks. It's my least favorite thing is when a dog licks you and its hooks get into you. Try and tell me that doesn't look like a good old tongue. Try and tell me that doesn't look good. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way around. Perfect. Put this back on. It looks fine. And then now we're just gonna take that little rim and put it up. Done. That's a tongue. Is that the world's fastest tongue? Probably not. There's people who are way better than I am, but I'll take it. Can't be mad at a fast tongue. I am so pleased with what we've done today. I am very pleased with this. Oh, he's good. It's a little dumb looking. Let's put it further up. Oh, it's great. The angles are super weird, but otherwise... I might even push it down a little bit. That might do it for me. Oh, he looks so good. Is he just the dumbest little guy you've ever seen? I love him. Oh, I'm in love with Wall Dog. This is my new favorite thing ever. Oh, it's it. This is it. He's the best guy ever. This is my new mascot. We gotta do ears. I'm on the ears. I know. We gotta do ears. I'm just having fun. I'm actually kind of scared about the ears. Let's look at some dog ears together. I want to look at some dog ears. Also, a shout out to Simo for giving us the original Wall Dog. Big shout out to you. I'm disappointed that nobody commented on my very innocent cartoon that I posted, but I'll let it slide today. I'll let it slide today. We can all talk about it another time. All right, dog ears. What do dog ears look like? Now, I know he's kind of got a wiener dog looking thing. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Okay, so what kind of ears are we doing on here? Dogs have a lot of ears. Dogs have a lot of ears. Take that out of context. Yeah, my innocent cartoon. What are you talking about? Here's why dog ear cropping is cruel. Yeah, 100%. Anybody who thinks otherwise is crazy. Dog ears. That's probably the ear. That's probably the one, right? That's a good looking ear. I don't want to type in cartoon dog again. I'm just going to get that weird thing. The broken SEO. Yeah, it's got to be you. We're gonna do like the bad ears. Gromit, the cartoon dog. Sorry, what's Gromit? Is Gromit the dog that's from the claymation? Yes. Those are good ears. It's a little too close to what I'm already doing. Those are not bad ears. Not bad ears. I'm going to do the other ears. I like those, though. Those are not bad. Oh, I'm so in on Wall Dog. I got to do a tail as well, which I'm dreading. But at this point, we've done enough good that I'm not that worried. Oh, he's upside down. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and do an ear. Ears are simple little things, aren't they? An ear is a cube. Ears are cubes that look like that. And they go like this. You go global G. You push up like that. And then ears have a little dude that sticks off the side like this. Right, that's an ear. And then we take all of this and we put a guy with a bee. Well, this is gonna be a little difficult. You know what? That'll be fine, actually. The more I'm thinking about it, that's fine. And what we're gonna do is grab all of this and scooch all of this back, including you. That's an ear. Done. We throw on a subdivision and we go, look how good this ear looks. I mean, that's pretty much how an ear looks, right? We're not stressing the details more than that. I suppose what I could do is come down here and extrude along normals. And now I'm realizing that I should have made this cup a little bit bigger to give him that nice little piece. And then last but not least, this guy needs to come in just a little bit. And this guy can come down just a little bit. Is that what an ear looks like? That doesn't look right to me. Something's weird here. I think we want to divide that into two parts like that. And push this guy back a little bit. Grab you, pull you up and forward just a little bit. And I'm thinking maybe we went a little too nutty on this. This part can come forward a little bit. That kind of looks like an ear to me. It looks a little weird. What else would I do to change this? I suppose I would connect these guys together and dissolve all of that into a flat face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't love that. That looks pretty good. That looks better. Now I think I see the golden answer. I see it. I see it. I got it in my eyes. That's an ear. That's an ear, and we're going to take you. Where are you at? You are going to get pushed out. Same with you and you. That's a dog's ear. That's a pretty quick dog's ear, if you ask me. I don't know why you're asking me, because you shouldn't trust anything that I'm doing. But since you're asking, it was quick. There we go. A nice poly-edit dog ear. That's gorgeous looking. That's pretty good looking. Okay. Now we got to put them in the correct spot. And also, does it match our art style here? Which is the real question, and I don't know if it does. Oh, it looks cute. Oh, it looks cute. Oh, it looks cute. Let's give him this little... Let's give him one of these little guys. Give him one of these. Is that how we want it to look? Or do I want it up? Let's try applying a mirror on this first, and then we'll give it a shot both ways. Okay, so that's ear number one. What are you called? You're called ears. This is wall dog, wall sphere. Icosphere is eyes. This is nose. I'm actually going to make a collection for this guy real quick because we need to separate some stuff. Cube is tongue. Ears, go up. Eyes, go up. Foot, foot, front foot, front foot. Tongue. Wall dog back up, wall dog realistic. Okay, so those are the ears. Number one. Let's make new ears. It's going to be based off of wall dog again. Hide the original ears. I think this is going to be infinitely better. Doesn't that just look so much better? Doesn't that just look so much better? Yeah, that's the one. That looks so much better. Look at him. He's like a little chihuahua. Look at him. Look at this boy. Yeah, that's wall dog. That's what wall dog looks like. So eventually I'm going to have to join these guys together and do a remesh to get them like in the same plane of existence. Am I going to do that right now? Sure. Wall dog and ears. Join you guys together. This is going to be wall dog with ears. Oops, I messed up. I done goofed it. Let's grab the ears. Let's apply and apply. And we're going to grab the ears and the wall dog. And we're going to join them. It's going to be called a wall dog with ears. Now we're going to go into sculpt. And I'm going to grab him. And I'm going to remesh him. And now we just got to smooth out. Waldo the wall dog. You want to name him Waldo? I'm okay with Waldo. I got nothing against Waldo. He's not very hidden, though, is my problem. Where in the world is Waldo? He's right here. He's just in the wall, like, obviously. Can't hide because he got stuck. Yep. You know what? It's a new take on Waldo, actually. Everybody else has to hide him. You have to, like, put objects in front of him to hide him. There we go. The ears are a little crunchy, if I say so myself. I will add a few subdivisions, although that doesn't really want to work. So now we got to ask ourselves, what happened? Why does it look like that? You know what? No, I'm going to leave it kind of spiky like that for now. This is going to require some fixing for sure. But that's it for now. Okay, Waldo the Wall Dog is coming together. I'm pretty pleased with this. This is kind of exactly what I was hoping for. Now, is everybody ready for the piece de resistance? Are you prepared for what you are about to receive? Is everybody ready? Is everybody prepared? Because this is it. This is the piece that matters. Here's the part that really matters. It's the part that matters. Okay, so we got ourselves a little guy here. I'm going to go ahead and rotate him by 45 degrees, whichever direction, I don't care. We're going to mirror him. Why isn't he mirroring? Let's mirror him based on Wall Dog. There we go. That'll do. We got an X. Now I'm going to throw on a little bit of a bevel of 5. Not a bad looking bevel, if I do say so myself. We'll have the maximum bevel, I don't care. Doesn't bother me one bit. I suppose... You know what? I took it back. Go back. An X for the booty. Someone's on it. Someone's got it figured out. Someone's got it figured out. Let's do... It's going to be 1.5. It's going to be 2. 2 will work. There we go. Now I turn this by 45 degrees. And now we apply a bevel to it. 5 bevels. Let's do, okay, hold on. This might work. merge at center. Merge at center. That doesn't work at all. Okay, no. We are 100% going to do the other way. My bad for having to do this twice. Didn't learn my lesson the first time. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Let's do a little 45. We're going to put a mirror modifier on it with Wall Dog. We're going to add a bevel to it, just the same as before. 5 of these bad boys. Apply scale. Oh, that's the stuff right there. That is the stuff. Now we come into object mode and we're going to shrink them down a little bit. Apply scale. And now we're going to go into edit and I'm going to grab everything and I'm going to merge by distance, remove a bunch of these interlocking faces. There's a bunch of interlocking faces inside of there. Which, how do I get rid of these? How on earth am I going to get rid of that? Do, 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 no, no, no. Oh, I see. I've made a problem. You know what? I'm gonna deal with that later. That's a later problem. That's not a me problem right now. Let's put that X on the booty. Now we gotta make a tail. Look at him. Goes higher. Higher and smaller. Dogs don't have big butts. Unless you're a corgi, you don't have a big butt. There we go. A little X in the butt is perfect. We're gonna go ahead and throw that up here, and this is gonna be called X on the butt. Now we make a tail. Tail, tail, tail. Tails are tough, aren't they? I'm gonna make a copy of Dog with the Ears. And this is gonna be called Wall Dog Ears Tail. And I'm gonna copy the tail onto this. Making the legs, honestly, is seeming to be a long process, but I'm feeling pretty strong about this boy. Okay, so what do we want? We want a dog tail. Oh, am I gonna give him a little curly tail? High, out, down. Nope, that's not what we want. Dog tails. Oh, do I have to give him a little curly tail? Do I have to give him a tail that curls? I think I do have to curl his tail. I think I don't get a choice. Dog with a second tail on his head. Boy. Okay, let's go ahead and curl that tail just a little bit. You know exactly how we're going to do this, obviously. We're going to make ourselves a little cube. Actually, yeah, we're going to make a little cube. It's going to go like this. It's going to get a little tight end on there. I'm going to apply scale. We're going to go ahead and plug it into sculpt. We're going to resculpt it at a pretty small amount. There's just a dude running a generator outside my house, and it's like, why? The power lines work. Like, we're good. You do not need to be doing this. There's just always something going on in this street. People are never chilling here. It's always the end of the world around here. I realized I didn't put my symmetry on here, so let's put, whoa. Really wish this guy would stop running that generator. It is very loud. It's piercing me, actually. Okay. That's a little dog tail. Now we're going to go ahead and take this, push it back. Why is it not doing symmetry? What? Why did it stop doing symmetry? Sir, please. Remesh. Symmetry. Keep that symmetry on. Do not remove that symmetry. For the life of you. Oh, that's a shame, too. I was really liking the way that one looked. You know what? I can just make a fluffy boy. All is well. Just a nice, fluffy little tail. Give ourselves a nice little curled, fluffy boy. I'm not even sure how much of this I want to worry about. All right, there's that. How much time do I have? I have 20 minutes. I did start late, so if we go over, I think we're good, but I don't think we're going to be late today. I think I'm pretty much done. Now, you might be asking, don't you want to color this? I don't care too much. I'm going to color it, just for the sake of everyone. But the project that I'm working on does not require me to color this little wall dog. So I don't care if it's colored or not, is basically my end-all be-all. I also don't know how I'm doing that weird rotation thing. So if anybody's trying to follow along, I have no clue how that's happening. There he is. There's Wall Dog with his little tail. Look at his beautiful little tail. Let's give it more of a curl. He deserves more of a curl for what his efforts. You know what? Let's not give him more of a curl. I don't want to. There we go. We're just going to go ahead and give him a little bit of smooth around his tail. Especially this part. The top is always the part that curls the most. Just going to follow that spine on up. Look at him. He is glorious. Oh, he's glorious. Oh, he's gorgeous. What a cutie. Okay, so we're here. The only thing that I feel remorse about, the only part that I'm like, I don't know if we stuck the landing, is the legs, which obviously they're not even close to being done. They're positioned correctly. They look good. We just need to make them a little bit more real. But we'll get there. That's next. That'll be the next thing I work on later, not today. So that's Wall Dog for the most part. He looks so good. Oh, I love him. Okay, so let's paint these legs and let's move on with our lives. Okay, how do you make a dog? We want to make a little fuzzball here. A little fuzzball. Well, let's start with the easy stuff. The easy stuff is the X gets to be black X, which is going to be a super glossy black little guy, which I got to fix the geometry on, but otherwise it looks good. Next up is the tongue. The tongue is pretty easy. Tongue is going to be pink. Not that pink. It's going to be really glossy. Actually, it's not going to be glossy. It's going to have sheen and clear coat. But the actual roughness is pretty high. The clear coat roughness comes up to 1.5. You really can't tell the difference in sheen, so I don't think it matters too much. There's our tongue. Done. Next up, we got the nose, and I hate to say it, but the nose is just black X. Perfect. Next is the eyes. What do dog eyes look like? Do dogs have nice eyes, or do they have black eyes? What do dog eyes? Oh, they look good. Dogs have nice eyes. All right, we're gonna have to make an eye. I will make an eye. Here we go. Don't say I don't do anything for you. We're gonna do this with a mix RGB in the middle. Okay, now we're gonna pop in a Fresnel, which I think we can just do facing as well. Facing solves every single problem ever. There we go. We're going to up that blend just a little bit so he follows correctly. Okay, now he's just a little bit blind. What does that look like? It's black. Oh, dog eyes look crazy. They actually look like this. But it's a little bit more pronounced than that. How do I make it pronounced? We're going to do a little bit more. Okay, so we can bring this out. Whatever color we're going to do there is there. That looks great. They have a pretty defined iris right there. Good enough for my purposes. That'll do for me. He's fine. I'm a little inclined towards this color eye, though, if we're being hyper specific about it. If we're going to be very hyper specific about it, that's the color eye I think we want. We're going to add a little bit more black right there. And this black is not true black. It's going to be a very dark version of that. Okay. Those are some eyes. Done. That'll do for me. Next up, we need to give him a little bit of articulation on here. So what I'm going to do is add... This is going to get weird, isn't it? A Musgrave set with a gradient. Plug this in directly first so I can see what I'm doing. Musgrave set to a gradient wave. Okay, now we're going to get it really specific looking. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so all of that should plug into a layer weight and it should follow us. Which it doesn't. How are we going to make this work? Huh. This one's a tricky one. This one's a little tricky. You know what? Enough. We're overthinking it. We have no time. Doesn't matter. We already made a decent enough looking eye. I don't care. I think if I were doing my best, I would say that this can plug into here. We have these eyes. I could plug in a Musgrave here. I could pop in some super high density little guys. And all we're going to do there is color burn. And we're going to do such a small color burn that it won't matter. Color burn only the white part though. What if we do like a multiply? Okay, so instead of multiply, let's do a divide. Wow, this is looking very weird. This is making me feel very queasy. Oh! Yikes, yikes, yikes. This is getting real weird real quick. I really only wanted the colored part of the eye to be affected by this. Was the goal. Was my goal. Okay. That'll do. Color invert. Okay, it's terrible. Nope. You're just gonna have normal eyes. You just get to have normal eyes. You get to be a dog with very normal eyes. I was trying to make the little freckles in the eye and make it look a little bit more realistic, but we're not here for that. I don't have the time for that. So there's his eyes. Done. Let's make the body. Let's make the brick. Let's make everything. Let's make a little amiibo base, which is going to look like that. Little golden base. Let's make the wall. Ba ba ba. I don't know why I'm going through and adding height maps to this. I guess I'm just playing around at this point. But we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of a bump to this bad boy. Because why not? We're just having some fun. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba bum ba dum bum bum bum. Okay, we got ourselves a little bit of a wall here. Strength is going to get lowered quite a bit, just so we have it looking a little bit like stone. Boom. Little stone wall. Can't be too upset with that. I guess it might be better if I actually make it look like brick. Oh, I've been on full screen this whole time. Brick. What's a brick wall look like? Brick walls are white. Okay, so if we make it white, is that going to look better for us? Oh, that looks infinitely better. Yes. Okay, and then I'm going to make a brick texture using a couple of different brick colors. So this will be called brick. Brick is one of these colors. Brick looks like that, or brighter red. With a pretty pale one in the middle. A little bit more on the yellow side. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, those are the colors of brick in my mind. The only way I know how to solve this is to grab all of these and separate by loose parts. So now they all have the brick texture, and we're going to go ahead and pop in some object info random. And now we have some random colored bricks. These bricks are mega rough. They do have specular. Specular tint's pretty high to emphasize the differences in those colors. Some of them can get pretty dark. And now we put the sheen up, and we throw a little Musgrave on here, same as before. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and copy the Musgrave. Why wouldn't I? Copy. Paste. All right, take a look at that. How's that for a little wall for you? The only difference I think I would make to this is we're going to half the texture on these guys so they stick out a little bit from the wall. But otherwise, I think that's our boy. And the wall could use maybe a little bit darker of a tint. And maybe the bricks could be a little desaturated as well. So I'm going to desaturate them just a little bit. Okay, last but not least, we just got to put fur on our little dog. Okay, let's see here. What do I want a dog to look like? I think we want a dog to be Maggie fur. So let's put hair on him. Oh gosh, he's not pleased about the hair. The hair is going to be tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Less than that. 0.03. In fact, I want it even less than that. 0.01. Let's get this really small. Now, for hair, we're going to throw children on. The children are going to have very little differences. That looks pretty good already. Oh gosh. This is looking kind of nuts. Do we have little hair sticking up? We do. Let's randomize the size just by a little bit, and we're going to set that radius even less. Okay, so now we just have a little shaggy boy here. So my goal is to totally cover this guy. What does interpolated hair look like? Oh, interpolated hair looks a lot better. Oh, now he's got the shag. Now he's a shaggy boy. Okay. I don't love that the X on the butt has hair coming out of it, but I think we could just solve that. Problem solved. Now we're going to give him just an amazing amount of hair. Let's go 2,000 and just totally ruin our computer. He is such a fuzzball at this point. Look at him. Cool. Okay. So, now we just got to do the hair. So, his body. What nodes do we have access to? Because I don't think we have a hair BSDF. Do we? No, we have nothing. So, no hair. I'm going to go ahead and stick with... We're going to get like a deep brown sort of color in here. Like a nice brown with sheen. Very bright sheen. Good amount of specular, but rough. And then the hair is going to match slightly. Everything else looks good. Yes, that's that. So this is going to be dog undercoat. We're going to do slot number 2. You're going to be dog undercoat. Dog uppercoat. I don't know what you call an uppercoat. I'm just calling it an uppercoat. Anybody who knows dogs, sorry. Sorry that you know what that is. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of a color ramp. Make sure the colors are these guys. And now I'm going to go ahead and add a gradient maybe? Or do I dare do another layer weight? Do I dare? I think I'm gonna dare to do it. So it's gonna be that, but also a little bit more blonde and less saturated. No, that's not at all what we want. That's way too crazy looking. It's also too much of a difference between these two colors. Maybe I want it a little bit more saturated now. This guy, not you. Does that look like a dog? That looks super weird to me. Something about this is wrong. He's got bald spots on him too, which I don't love. I think the interpolation here is not great. Let's recalculate normals. And let's check our interpolation. You know what? I think I don't care at this point. This is definitely not my final product anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. He's very cute. The only thing that I think I want to do is get rid of this layer weight and add an actual gradient. So let's pop in a gradient from light to dark, and the idea is that the beginning of it should be if we're looking at a hair, here's how it should work. The flat lighting of the material preview also tends to make the hair look flat and sucky. Try it in the rendered view when it's well lit. That's a really good point. That's a great point. Okay, let's do that. Let's go back to what I liked. Okay, it doesn't do much of a difference for us, if I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, he's pretty cute. This is a pretty cute boy. I'm pretty in on this boy. I wish I could have done more with the eyes, but you know what? He's not done. This is not my finished idea. This is just my little one-day project. So color me not that depressed with what we're looking at here. I haven't saved him at all. Let's go ahead and just do a little save right there. Okay, there's my save. Let's put him somewhere. Yeah, you know what? That's dog. This is the dog. He's done. Problem solved. World. We're going to go ahead and throw him somewhere that we like. That's pretty good. Put him on the ground. That looks pretty good to me. I might take this and... we're just trying to get him like on the ground is what it is. Okay. So let me go ahead and throw a camera on him and we'll see if I can't get this guy to work. Camera. Jump into the camera. Let's go a little bit of GY. GZ. Little RX. GZ one more time. Okay, so this is where things get a little complicated for me. I'm going to say the ear. You know what? I'm going to keep all my backup data. I'm going to keep everything as backup data. So let's select everything that we're looking at in this scene. Let's copy it. And we're going to join it all together into one object. Nope, won't let us. Don't do that. Don't do that is actually the answer to that solution. Also, it's not going to work with materials. Have I done and goofed it? I know how to solve this problem. I know how to solve this problem. What I'm trying to do is get the camera to do a circle around this without having to redo everything. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to grab the camera, I'm going to track it to an object, which is going to be Wall Dog, obviously. Wall Dog, ears and tail. Yep, there he is. And now we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a rig for the camera real quick because, yes, we are actually going to put that much effort into it. I'm going to go ahead and make a circle. Let's forget the background for just a moment. We don't need it. Just get it absolutely perfect, and then get you absolutely perfect. Haha, okay, we've done it. Now, what we want to do is track this to here. This is going to be terrible, isn't it? The camera, we can stick to him, right? Add object constraints. Follow track. Oh gosh, we are way above my level of understanding things. There is a way to stick it. I know there is a way to stick it on here. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. We don't have modifiers. So it has to be here. Copy location of this circle. Okay, yep. We're gonna add an empty. We're gonna grab our camera. Where's our empty? Okay, now the empty is going to be given a modifier, which it can't have a modifier. Why can't it have a modifier? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, we're going to put a cube in there. Cube's going to have the same location as all of this. Because why not? Okay, so the cube is here. This is such a hassle to get this to work. I know there's a better way to do it. I don't know how to do it. We're going to use this as camera tracking cube. And you are not going to show up in the final render, but you will show up here. And this guy is going to track to copy location of camera tracking cube, which I should have put an A in front of so it was at the top of the list. Now, this guy gets a modifier, and it's going to follow the curve of the circle, which is just the worst thing in the world. Oh, what am I missing? I've messed it up. I've messed this up somehow. Also, I'm losing some frames, so right here at the end I'm going to close out of Discord. What am I missing? What am I missing? There's just one thing missing here. I just need you to follow this curve. I am losing a bunch of frames all of a sudden. Somebody is downloading everything in my house. All right, tell you what. I'm going to solve this off stream. I'm going to have to look up a tutorial on how to do it, but you all know what I'm going for. We're going to have ourselves a little guy here. So eventually this guy is going to track in a circle around him. It's going to be gorgeous. With that, that has been streamed today. I'm going to go jump on a raid with somebody real quick. Let's see, who do we want to raid?